Hey everybody, welcome into your go-to show for sports here on the Shore, Delmarva Sports Insider. I'm Anthony Joseph.
And I'm Chris Brunk. Welcome into the show. We've got a ton to get into tonight, Anthony.
We certainly do. Let's go over what we have in store for you tonight. We have a recap of the players that have transferred to different colleges and some high school players that have signed with their teams. We'll have an interview with UMES head coach Cleo Hill Jr., and also we will hear from Deshaun Jackson, who had a press conference this week as he's the new head coach for DSU football.
And stick around to hear from the Maryland 2A Player of the Year, Stephen Decatur's David Chandler, and the Coach of the Year, Jake Coleman. And also find out who will be the WMDT Athlete of the Week later on in the show. But we've got more winter weather on the way, so we're going to send things right over to Chief Meteorologist Rich Wardzik.
Now, the parents are all excited about this. Whole week of school off for a lot of kids. We're going to throw down a little more snow on top of it. I know the kids are happy about this. Little extra sledding material out there. Winter weather advisory out for a good part of the area. Winter storm warning for the southern tip of Delmarva. The snow, it's on its way in right now. It was just outside our studios here in downtown Salisbury. Saw a couple flurries out there. This is real light stuff to start, but over the next couple of hours, this is going to make for some problems out on the roads. I'll be back tracking that in a few minutes. Chris and Anthony.
Thanks so much, Rich. This week, Delaware State University ushered in a new era for their football program, introducing former Philadelphia Eagle Deshaun Jackson as their new head coach for the Hornets. This is his first head coaching job. Jackson had a lot to say to his players and the community that attended. He mentioned to them that he needs the community behind him, and he'll also be there for them. He wants the community to attend games and support the team. It's been very difficult, though, because they've not been winning. Jackson will be trying to turn around the program. Jackson talks about the importance of keeping players locally and in surrounding areas like Philly. His mission is to keep those kids and not let them go to other football programs.
The first thing I said is we're going to put a gate around Delaware, and not only Delaware, the closest states to it, Philly, New York, DMV, Baltimore. I mean, I played for 3 teams that's close in this area, so for me, being able to walk into somebody's house in Philadelphia that maybe 5 to 10 years ago I did a camp for one of the kids that's maybe in high school now is about to graduate. Nowadays with the transfer portal and all this recruiting stuff, things are crazy, but obviously it's a lot of guys that are getting overlooked. So I want to make sure we don't overlook them guys and give every kid an opportunity.
Now switching to basketball, the SU men's basketball team was able to play this week, and they won another game at home at Mag's Gym, where they are 6-2 on the year. One major factor is Jordan Oates. He is Mr. Everything for the Seagulls men's basketball team. During the season, he averages the most minutes with 34. Against Marymount, he scored his nation-leading 13 double-double of the season. He racked up 21 points, and he had 12 rebounds. He moves into a tie for 8th in program history, also in the three-point field goals made, joining also Chad Barkowski with 162 career trays. On the season, he has compiled 234 rebounds, and he averages 19 points per contest. With Oates, he is leading his Seagulls 12-5 on the year. The Seagulls are back in action all the way on January the 18th at 3 o'clock at home. They get a nice break, and they don't have to worry about the snow either. A local wrestler is breaking records. Today at the Del Castle Invitational, Trevor Copes became Caesar Rodney's all-time wins leader with a pin in the first period. The Riders he had just reached 150 career wins last week when he finished 3rd in his weight class at the War on the Shore. Now he stands alone in the program history at 151, yet another accolade for Copes, who won an individual Delaware State title at 126 pounds last season there, Chris.
Yeah, Anthony, and for most college football teams, the season's over, but football news never stops. Former Woodbridge football player Noah Matthews has found a new home, a lot closer to where he first made his mark in high school. Matthews has announced that he will be transferring from Kentucky to the University of Delaware. At UD, he'll be playing for head coach Ryan Carty and defensive coordinator Manny Rojas. He's only a junior. He's still got 2 years of eligibility, so that's a big pickup for the Blue Hens. Matthews standing at 6'5" as an edge rusher. He totaled 70 tackles as a team captain for Woodbridge back in 2021. And there's movement from another Woodbridge defensive product, Wyatt Wright, entering the transfer portal and deciding on Arkansas State. Wright chose the Red Wolves over other schools, including Norfolk State, where Michael Vick has recently taken the reins over there, but he decided to go with the Red Wolves. The linebacker spent this past season on the team at NC State, where he did not actually appear in any games. The former high school defensive player of the year in Delaware should get plenty of opportunities to perform at Arkansas State.
Now moving along to college basketball. Cleo Hill Jr. was named the head coach for UMES in the June of 2024. He's trying to turn around a program. His last coaching job was at Winston-Salem State University. He played at North Carolina Central University. Tomorrow his team will play his former college. His mother will be in attendance with a lot of fans. Coach Hill talks about his emotions for tomorrow's game and how good North Carolina Central really is.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a hard-fought game, I'm assuming. Just not sure where the emotion will be. Coming back to McDougal, I haven't been in McDougal in a very, very long time. Just to be in that gym where I played 4 years at, I'm not sure how that'll be. And then also one of the best guards that I had at Winston-Salem State, Isaac Parson, is there. So I'm not sure how it'll be from an emotional standpoint, but in terms of X's and O's, I think it'll be a good battle.
And you can stay updated while we're at these games in real time. Follow WMDT Sports on Facebook and X right now.
We're calling our first time out, but when we return, I'm sitting down with head coach Jay Coleman and Davian Chandler as we talk about the awards they have just received this week. And that's up next as you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm Warren White, head girls basketball coach at Parkside High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.